Hey everybody, we're back in the pump room. Today we're going to talk chlorine. So, to add your chlorine tabs to the pool, you're not going to throw them straight in the skimmers, you're not going to throw them at the bottom of the pool. That's against Department of Health guidelines. To add chlorine to the pool, what you're going to have to do is add them to the chlorinators. For the main pool, the big pool, we've got a chlorinator right here, and for the baby pool, we've got a chlorinator over here. So we're going to be using the baby pool today for our demonstration, so we already got it open. When handling chlorine, it's best to do it outside because this bucket fumes like tons of chlorine. Don't have your head close to the bucket when you lift up the lid, because if you take a breath, it's going to be nasty. Chlorine gas is toxic, so try to avoid inhaling it as much as possible. All right. Whenever you're handling chemicals, please wear gloves and safety goggles. So, to add chlorine to the chlorinators, all you gotta do, drop them in. Don't look straight over the chlorinator when you're adding the tabs, because they tend to splash up water when you drop them in. And always make sure to turn off the pumps before you start using the chlorinators, because if you don't turn off the pumps, then it's just gonna start pumping out water and splashing water everywhere, and you don't wanna get super saturated chlorine water up in your eyes. So that's about it. Once you're done adding chlorine to the baby pool chlorinator, there's a special way that you have to add the cap. So what you have to do first is you got to do this quick. You're gonna want to set the notch down to like 2, and then, because that's a little bit low flow. And then you're going to come back up here, and you're going to press the start button, which is the clock. Bring the camera here. So you'll see in there, water is slowly going to start getting added to the chlorinator. Let's crank that up a little bit. Give the pump a second, it's full of air from having this open. So all right, so once you see it start filling up, once all of your tabs are submerged in water, you're just gonna put the lid on, and you only gotta tighten it finger tight. So once you're here, you're good. And then that's about it. So if you don't let it fill up a little bit before you put on the lid, then it's just gonna have the air staying there in the chlorinator, and your tabs aren't gonna be cycling water. So you don't have to do that with the big pump, because the big pump has a hose coming in through the top. Unfortunately, the baby pool doesn't have that, so you gotta do that quick maneuver. If you, for whatever reason, can't get the cap on in time and the water starts spilling over, don't worry, just turn off the pump and then try again. So that about covers it for adding chlorine to the chlorinators. See you guys later.